Hey everyone. So we've all heard the hype about AI, taking over and doing all our work for us.
hmm
Sounds pretty sweet at first,
Yeah.
but has anyone stopped to actually think about, what it might cost to make that happen?
That's a really good point.
Because today, that's what we're going to be diving into.
Yeah.
It's the real cost and also, the, really cool potential benefits of AI.
Definitely.
But specifically, like if it were to take over a specific task, like say handling all your customer calls for you.
Right.
And we found this really awesome video that we're going to be talking about today by Valentino,
Okay.
where he actually built his own AI assistant named Marcus to help him manage reservations at his restaurant.
Oh, wow. That's really interesting.
Yeah, super cool stuff. So
Yeah.
to really understand this, let's just imagine, okay,
Okay.
you're getting slammed at your restaurant with calls just nonstop.
hmm
Let's say you get about 1,000 calls a day,
Okay.
and each of those calls averages about 2 minutes.
All right.
Those minutes can really add up quick.
Yeah, they do.
So right now, if you were to use a standard AI service out there,
hmm
you're probably looking at about 15 cents per minute.
Yeah, that's about right.
So for all those calls, that's about $300,
Wow.
which, right off the bat,
Yeah.
that can seem kind of pricey.
Yeah, it can feel like a lot up front, but the thing is, you got to think about
Okay.
how much it would actually cost you to hire a person to answer those calls.
True.
And when you compare it like that,
Yeah.
AI starts to look like a pretty good deal.
Right. Especially when you think about what your employees could be doing with that extra time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They could be focusing on giving your customers
Yeah.
that exceptional, like personalized service that you just can't really get
Right.
from an automated system.
Oh, man. Yeah, I hate calling those like robotic phone systems.
Oh, tell me about it.
Where it's like press 1 for this, press 2 for that, and it just
Yeah, you're just stuck in this loop.
never understands what you actually need.
Right. And you can never get to a real person.
Exactly.
It's so frustrating.
So what's really cool about Valentino's approach in the video is that instead of using one of those like
Mhm.
super complicated, expensive AI systems, he actually just uses like a really simple combination of tools.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that pretty much anyone can access.
Like what?
So things like Airtable and Make.com.
Oh, wow. I know those.
Yeah,
Those are pretty easy to use.
yeah,
So you're saying you don't have to be like some kind of tech genius to get started with AI.
exactly. And that's actually what's so brilliant about it is how simple and affordable it is,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
especially for smaller businesses,
Mm,
or even just individuals who maybe couldn't afford
right.
those like fancy big corporate AI systems.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And it's not just about saving money either. It's about like
Yeah,
creating a better experience for everyone.
for sure.
So Valentino's setup actually keeps track of all sorts of details,
Oh, like what?
like the customers' names, what they
Mm,
ordered,
right.
even any special requests they had.
Oh, wow. So it's all in one place.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's like having a system that remembers, your customer's favorite table or if they like their coffee with almond milk.
Right. All those little details that can really make a difference.
Exactly. It's all about that personalized touch.
Yeah, I love that.
And what's really cool is Valentino's system even like logs the results of each call.
Oh, interesting. So what does it do with that information?
So that's actually a really important part because he uses that log for continuous improvement,
Oh, I see.
which is something that a lot of like pre-built AI systems don't really do.
That's true.
It lets you go back and like refine the system over time and make it more efficient.
Oh, that's really smart.
Yeah, it's like having a feedback loop to help your AI get smarter and better at handling calls.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then it gets even cooler.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah. So he also talks about building this dashboard
Okay.
that gives you a total overview of like all your bookings. So you can see how many you have, where they're coming from, and even how like your customer profiles are growing over time.
Wow, so you have all that information right there in front of you.
Exactly. It's some pretty next level insight.
It is.
Wouldn't it be amazing to be able to see all that?
Yeah, it would.
And just like anticipate what your customers need before they even ask?
For sure. That's the power of AI, right?
Exactly. And what Valentino is doing here is actually a perfect example of what's called AI playgrounds.
AI playgrounds.
Yeah.
What's that?
So it's basically all about experimenting with AI tools
Okay.
in a way that's accessible for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be a programmer or anything.
Right.
It's kind of like what Valentino's doing with those easy-to-use platforms.
Oh, I see.
And what's so cool about this is that it really democratizes AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
It takes it out of the hands of just these big tech companies
Mm-hmm.
and puts it into the hands of like everyday people.
That's really cool.
Yeah, pretty awesome stuff, right?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, it really is. And the best part is you don't need like a fancy degree in computer science to get started.
Yeah, it's good because I don't have one.
Me neither.
But okay, so you mentioned those tools that Valentino was using in the video,
Yeah.
like Airtable and Make.com.
Hmm?
I gotta be honest, those don't exactly sound like, cutting edge AI to me.
Yeah, I get that.
So what are they all about? How do they make this whole thing work?
So think of Airtable like your super organized digital brain. It's
Ugh.
basically a database that helps you keep all your information nice and tidy.
Mhm.
So things like customer names, booking times, all the special requests we were talking about,
Yeah.
it's all in one place.
So it's like a supercharged spreadsheet.
Yeah, exactly, but way more powerful.
Okay, I can see how that would be useful.
And the best part is you can customize it to fit your own needs.
Oh,
So
cool.
you can add fields for any information you want to track,
Nice.
and boom, instant organization.
I like it.
But Airtable is only half the equation. Make.com is where the real magic happens.
All right, so what does Make.com do?
It's a platform that lets you connect different apps together
Mm.
and automate tasks.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So it's like a digital conductor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It orchestrates the flow of information between all your tools.
Okay, so in Valentino's system, Make.com is what connects the AI to the Airtable database.
Right.
So, how does that actually work?
Okay, so let's say a customer calls and wants to make a reservation.
Okay.
The AI, which in this case is Marcus,
Right.
it transcribes the conversation in real time
Mm-hmm.
and pulls out all the important details like the customer's name, what time they want to book any special requests.
Okay.
And then Make.com takes all that information and automatically updates the Airtable database.
Oh, wow. So no more manually entering data or anything.
Yep, it's all done for you.
That's amazing. What a time saver.
I know, right?
And since everything's connected, you could even set up automatic actions based on that data.
Exactly. Like let's say a booking gets added to Airtable. Make.com could automatically trigger an email to the customer confirming their reservation.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Or even send them a personalized text message, reminding them about their upcoming dinner.
That's so cool. The possibilities are endless.
They really are. And the best part is you're in control.
Yeah.
You get to build a custom AI system that fits your specific needs.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Okay, so this is all starting to make sense, but let's talk about the AI itself.
Okay.
Like, what kind of AI is Valentino using for Marcus?
So he's using what's called a large language model.
A large language model.
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard that term thrown around, but I'm not really sure what it means.
So these models are basically trained on massive amounts of text data,
Okay.
which gives them the ability to understand and generate human-like language.
So it's like having a super smart chatbot that can actually have a conversation with a customer.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's wild.
It is, and what's even cooler is that these models are constantly learning. They get better at handling complex conversations and understanding the nuances of language over time.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
I know, right? But the crazy thing is, it's not science fiction anymore.
That's true.
It's here and now.
But, okay, how accessible is this technology to the average person?
Oh, it's surprisingly accessible.
Really?
There are tons of platforms out there now that offer access to these powerful AI models through what are called APIs.
APIs.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to break that down for me.
So think of an API like a messenger
Okay.
that allows different apps to talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, the API lets your Make.com workflow send information to the AI model and get responses back.
So it's like the communication bridge that makes everything work.
Exactly.
Got it. So with a little bit of know-how and the right tools, anyone can build their own AI-powered system.
That's the idea.
That's pretty empowering.
It is, and that's why Valentino's approach is so inspiring.
Yeah.
He's showing that AI isn't just for big tech companies with massive budgets.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can do it.
I love that.
It's all about creativity and a willingness to learn.
Okay, so where do we even begin?
Well, the first step is to figure out what problem you want to solve.
Okay.
So think about those areas in your business or even your personal life where AI could make a difference.
Okay.
Don't try to build some all-powerful AI that does everything.
Right.
Start small, focus on one specific task, and go from there.
So instead of aiming for world domination, start with conquering a small hill.
Exactly.
Okay.
And once you have a clear goal in mind,
Yeah.
you can start exploring the different AI tools and platforms out there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But with so many platforms and tools available, it can feel a little overwhelming.
That's true.
Like, where do you even start?
So for the brains of your AI,
Mm-hmm.
platforms like OpenAI or Google AI Platform offer access to those large language models we were talking about.
Okay.
Those are your go-to for understanding and generating human-like text.
Right. Got it. And for connecting everything and automating tasks, we've got make.com.
Right, but there are others too.
Oh, like what?
Zapier and IFTTT are also great options.
Okay.
They're super versatile and user-friendly.
Cool.
You can connect different apps and create those workflows without writing a single line of code.
Awesome. So no coding boot camp required?
Nope.
Okay, so we've got our AI brains, our automation tools, and a specific problem to solve. What's next?
Data. AI models are hungry for information.
Okay,
They need it to learn to make predictions to do their thing.
so we got to feed the AI.
Pretty much you need to gather all the relevant data for your specific task and make sure it's formatted in a way that the AI can understand.
So for Valentino's restaurant booking system, that would be things like customer names, their contact information, booking times, any preferences they mentioned.
Exactly. And remember, the more data you have, the better your AI will perform.
So it's all about quantity.
Well, not just quantity, quality matters too. Make sure your data is accurate, consistent, and relevant to the task you want your AI to handle.
So garbage in, garbage out, as they say.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
So once you have your data prepped and ready to go,
Mm-hmm.
you can start training your AI model,
Okay.
which basically involves feeding all that data to the model and letting it learn the patterns and relationships within the information.
So it's like showing your AI a bunch of examples and saying, okay, figure out how this works.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Cool.
The more examples you give it, the better it gets at understanding the task and making accurate predictions.
So it's like learning any new skill practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
This is also fascinating.
It is.
It feels like we're on the verge of a new era
Yeah.
where AI is becoming more accessible and empowering for everyone,
I agree.
not just the tech giants.
It's really exciting.
It is.
The AI playground is open for business,
I love that.
and the possibilities are limitless.
It's amazing to think about all the ways we can use AI to make our lives easier, more efficient, and maybe even a little more fun.
Yeah. It really is mind-blowing.
Good.
So, before we go full on, sci-fi and start building our own AI armies or something, I'm kind of curious, like, how are people actually using this stuff in the real world right now?
Oh man, there are so many cool examples.
Okay, hit me.
So one area where AI is already having a huge impact is healthcare.
Healthcare.
Yeah, so imagine a system that can analyze medical images like X-rays and MRIs,
Okay.
but way faster and more accurately than any human could.
Wow, that's incredible.
It is, and think about what that means.
Okay.
It takes some of the pressure off those doctors who are already working so hard.
Right, and it's not just about speed either, is it?
No, definitely not. It's also about catching those tiny little details that a human eye might miss.
Right.
Early detection is so important for so many diseases.
Yeah.
So AI could potentially save countless lives by spotting those early warning signs.
Oh, wow, that's really powerful. It is, and it's not just about reading images either.
Okay, so what else can it do?
Well, think about personalized medicine, where treatments are tailored to an individual's unique genetic makeup.
Mm-hmm.
AI can analyze tons of data to help develop those personalized treatment plans.
So it's like having a team of super smart medical researchers working 24/7.
Exactly, all thanks to AI.
That's amazing.
Okay.
So healthcare is definitely being transformed by this stuff.
Yeah.
What other fields are we seeing this kind of revolution happening?
Education is another big one.
Education.
Yeah, so imagine AI-powered tutors that can adapt to each student's individual learning style and pace.
Oh, wow. So no more one-size-fits-all teaching.
Exactly. Every student gets the personalized attention they need.
That would be incredible.
It would. And it's not just about tutoring either.
Oh, really?
AI can also help teachers with things like grading
Okay.
and even developing curriculum.
So it frees up their time to actually focus on teaching?
Exactly.
AI is giving teachers superpowers.
I like that.
But let's shift gears for a second. How is AI impacting our everyday lives outside of these big fields like healthcare and education?
Okay, so think about those personalized recommendations you get on Netflix or Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
Those aren't random. They're powered by AI algorithms.
Really?
Yeah, they learn your preferences and predict what you might enjoy.
So it's like having a personal DJ or movie critic who knows your taste better than you do.
Exactly. And AI is also changing the way we shop.
Okay. However,
Ever notice how online stores seem to know exactly what you want even before you do?
yeah, it's kind of creepy sometimes.
I know, but it's also super convenient.
It
And
is.
AI is not just making things easier, it's also being used to optimize traffic flow in cities,
Wow.
improve energy efficiency in buildings,
Really?
even help people find love on dating apps.
Seriously, it's everywhere.
Pretty much, AI is quietly becoming a part of everything we do.
That's kind of wild. But
It
with
is.
all this talk about how amazing AI is, we got to remember it's still a tool.
That's a good point.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or bad.
Right, as we become more reliant on AI, we have to make sure it's developed and used responsibly.
Yeah, we don't want to create some kind of dystopian future or
Right,
something.
exactly. We need to think about the ethical implications and make sure AI benefits everyone.
Absolutely.
But
It feels like we're at a crossroads here.
I agree.
AI has the potential to solve so many problems,
Hmm.
but it also comes with risks.
For sure.
So we need to have those tough conversations about data privacy, algorithmic bias, the impact on jobs.
Right, it's not about being afraid of AI. It's
Yeah.
about being smart about how we use it.
Well said. Okay, so this deep dive into AI playgrounds has been a wild ride.
It has.
We've explored the tools, the possibilities, and even some of the challenges that come with this crazy powerful technology.
And it's clear that AI is already changing the world.
Yeah, it really feels like we're on the brink of something extraordinary.
It does.
But as we move forward, let's remember to do it thoughtfully, ethically, and with a sense of wonder and excitement.
I couldn't agree more.
So to everyone listening out there, I encourage you to explore the AI playground for yourselves.
Yeah, go out there, experiment, create, and see what you can build.
The possibilities are limitless. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.